You think they'll remember the car you drove, the house you owned, the money in your bank account? They won't. What they'll remember is the afternoon you sat them down and told them the truth about something everyone else was lying about, or the way you treated their grandmother when she was sick, or that thing you taught them that nobody else took the time to show them. And here's the hard truth. If you don't intentionally create these memories now, if you don't pass down what you know while you still can, your wisdom dies with you. Your grandkids, your nephews, the young men in your life, they'll be left guessing who you really were. And that's a tragedy. Now, before we dive in, if you're new here or you've been watching but haven't joined the community yet, click that subscribe button right now and ring the notification bell because we talk about real things here that actually matter. And by the way, I got the inspiration to make this video from my book, Creating a Legacy After 60. While I was working on the section about what your grandchildren will remember you for, I felt I needed to share this with the community here so they learn a thing or two. You can download it from the link in the description and comment section, but you first need to watch this video to get a first insider peek. So let me tell you the 5 things that will actually be remembered about you long after you're gone. And these aren't sentimental guesses. These are the things that stick, the things that shape people, the things that outlive you. First, they'll remember the stories you told, not your resume, not your career highlights, the actual stories. My grandfather told me about the time he lost everything in a failed business deal in his 40s and had to start over from scratch. He didn't sugarcoat it. He told me how scared he was, how his pride was crushed, how he considered giving up, and then he told me exactly how he rebuilt. That story shaped how I think about failure and resilience more than any motivational speech ever could. And I'll tell that same story to my kids someday because it's real. It's proof that you can survive the worst and come back stronger. Your grandson doesn't need to hear that you were perfect. He needs to hear that you were human and you figured it out anyway. Second, they'll remember how you treated the women in your life. Whether you're married, divorced, widowed, or single, the young men watching you are learning what masculinity looks like. I know a man whose grandfather never raised his voice at his grandmother in 50 years of marriage. Not once. And when she got Alzheimer's and didn't recognize him anymore, he still showed up every single day and sat with her. That grandson is now in his 30s and he treats women with the same quiet strength his grandfather modeled. That's legacy. On the flip side, I know men whose grandfathers were bitter about women, constantly complaining, always playing the victim. And guess what? Those grandsons struggle with relationships because they inherited that poison. What you model matters more than what you preach. Third, they'll remember the specific life lessons you taught them directly, not the generic advice. The specific hard-won wisdom you pulled them aside and shared. Things like, never sign anything without reading it twice. Never let a woman control your bank account. A man's word is his bond, so don't give it lightly. How to change a tire. How to negotiate. How to spot a liar. How to shake hands with confidence. My uncle taught me that when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them. I was 19. That one sentence saved me from toxic friendships, bad business partners, and nightmare relationships. He taught me that in about 30 seconds, and I've carried it for decades. So, what's the one thing you know that the young men in your life desperately need to hear? Now, if you're sitting there thinking this matters and you want more of this kind of conversation, hit that subscribe button right now. And if you've already lived some of these legacies, and you're seeing them pay off. Tell me in the comments what lesson you passed down that actually stuck. Fourth, they'll remember the way you made them feel. Did you talk down to them like they were stupid? Or did you treat them with respect even when they were young? Did you listen when they talked? Did you take them seriously? I remember my grandfather asking me what I thought about things when I was barely a teenager. Politics, business, life decisions. He didn't dismiss me. He actually wanted to know my opinion, and that made me feel like I mattered, like my thoughts had value. It built my confidence in ways I didn't even realize until I was older. The young people in your life will forget most of what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Were they important to you? Did you see them? Did you invest time in them? Or were you too busy, too distracted, too wrapped up in your own stuff? And fifth, they'll remember the example you set when things got hard. When life knocked you down, did you quit? Did you blame everyone else? Or did you get back up and handle it? My friend's grandfather lost his job at 58, pension gone, savings wiped out. Instead of giving up, he started a small repair business out of his garage and worked until he was 72. His grandson watched him grind through those years with dignity and determination. No complaining, no self-pity, just work. That grandson now owns 3 businesses and credits his grandfather's example during that hardship as the reason he never quits when things get tough. Your resilience teaches more than your success ever will. Now, here's what I need you to understand. Whether you have grandchildren or not, whether you're married, divorced, or never walked down the aisle, you still have a legacy to leave. Maybe it's your nephew who looks up to you. Maybe it's a younger man at church or in your community who sees you as a mentor. Maybe it's the guys who work for you or who've learned from watching how you carry yourself. Legacy isn't just about bloodline. It's about impact. It's about the wisdom you pass forward before it dies with you. And here's the brutal reality. Time is running out. The kids are growing up right now. The memories are forming right now. The lessons they need from you, they need them now, not someday. You keep saying you'll write things down later. You'll record those stories eventually. You'll sit them down and have that talk soon. But later turns into never. Eventually turns into too late. And then you're gone. And all that wisdom goes into the grave with you. Inside Creating a Legacy, after 60, we break down exactly how to do this, even if you think you have no time, no writing skills, and no idea where to start. We cover how to write your ethical will so your values outlive you. How to record your stories, using just voice memos on your phone. How to create simple videos sharing your knowledge. How to start a basic blog or YouTube channel if you want to reach more people. How to teach practical skills to the next generation. And most importantly, how to make sure all of this actually gets seen and preserved after you're gone. The book walks you through the 30-minute daily method that makes this doable, even if you're busy. It's practical, it's real, and it's designed for regular men, not writers or tech geniuses. You can download it for $17 from the link pinned in the comments and in the description. Because here's what nobody tells you. Your grandkids won't remember your car. They won't remember your house. They might not even remember your job title, but they will remember the time you taught them to fish and told them why patience matters. They'll remember the way you respected their grandmother even when she was difficult. They'll remember the truth you told them that nobody else had the guts to say. They'll remember the strength you showed when everything fell apart. And they'll remember that you saw them, valued them, and invested in them. That's what lasts. That's what matters. And that's what you need to be intentional about creating right now while you still can. Because one day you'll be gone, and the only thing left will be what you chose to pass down. So if this video made you think about the legacy you're leaving, or if it reminded you of something your grandfather taught you that you'll never forget, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss these conversations. And tell me in the comments, what's one thing someone older taught you that stuck with you for life? Or what's one lesson you're making sure the next generation learns from you? I genuinely want to hear your stories. I'm Avery Scott, and I'll see you on the next one.